We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, fighting to hold support here. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into next week. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 8:50 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, fighting to hold support here. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into next week. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Netflix bot. Our Netflix bot at 4:06 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support and doing a full transition from the dip area back into the rip area. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, back under a bull indicator here after getting a bear indicator at the 522 level, and now a bull indicator popping up at the 515.50 area. Not that far off of it there at 515.40 to 515.30 area. Now, here it is, back under a bull indicator, a full transition from the dip area to the rip area, forming a staircase effect here so far. And it wasn't the only stock pushing back up. You have the QQQ with the bull indicator at 437. You have Tesla here through the volatility trying to bounce back up in the after hours. And then also Apple trying to hold this consolidation and get back above the 170 area, and Netflix having strength all day, recovering from that drop on Thursday and coming right back up towards the 636 level and using 615, 617 as support. This is something to not ignore here. Back under a bull indicator at 623. I will be watching this going into next week. Now, here we are with the SPY, sitting strong on the 30-minute. If we zoom out and look at it from the 1 hour, a bull indicator popped up at the 515.80 level, and now it actually rejected up here near 520 again, right? That's where things started to accelerate on Thursday's drop, and here it is fighting to stay above 518, and we talked about this on Thursday's video. going into Friday, that if this could break above 517, it was going to be a crucial level. It was the support previously here from Tuesday to Thursday when it ran up from 516, 517 to the 523 area. And here it is using as support in the volatility again at the 517 level to be exact, right? That's where things pushed up. The next leg up in the volatility came back to it, and it's bouncing to stay above it. And right now in the after hours as we see it and going into Monday, it is fighting to stay above the 518 to 518.50 area. So something to not ignore there, not that far off of the opening strength on Wednesday. So here we are on the bigger picture under bull indicators and in the volatility of the 15-minute under a bull indicator as well since the 514 level, and creating that staircase effect, which will be crucial going into tomorrow and going into next week. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index with inflows above. You could see that full strength picking up here in the bigger picture of the 1 hour. This is going to be crucial and critical for it to hold and stay above to justify any further strength to the upside. I will be watching for that here as it tries to retest 520, the most recent resistance of the day on Friday. It's going to be crucial for these inflows to stay above and even push up higher away from the midpoint, and currently sitting at inflows of 3.17. That is something to not ignore in the bigger picture. Now, on the 30-minute, we could see within the volatility, inflows crossed over in the first half of the day, full strength there, and when things started to slow down, those outflows had began. Now, the reason why the chart didn't completely collapse and it found support at 517 is because those outflows have not crossed the midpoint, right? Even though it's red and it's dropped from up here at 5.04, it is still sitting at inflows positive of 1.31, and it's going to be crucial for it to switch from red to green and push upwards to continue to reflect strength here, because if it does cross down, it can quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And I will be watching that because when we zoom into the 15-minute, it is really close there to the midpoint, and if that crosses, it can quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And the first support I'll be watching is 517. Then below that is 515, and the next level, if that weakness rolls over into the 30-minute and pulls down to the downside and outflows begin and cross that midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect and retest key support levels. And the next support I'll be watching below 515 will then be 513. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to pick up in the bigger picture as we stated and stay above and stay green. Continue this staircase effect here, and if it completes the full transition, the last piece missing is bright green bars, right? A full transition like this one from the dip area to the rip area, and so far it's gone from the dip area of white with red borders to dark green. So I will be watching for that here in the bigger picture. In the 30-minute, start to pull away to the upside, away from the midpoint, continue that staircase effect as well, and in the volatility of the 15-minute, to not cross to the downside. And if it does, that it's short-lived like it did here, and it found support in the volatility and pushes back up and reflects that strength into the larger time frames, well, the first resistance is 520. Then above that, I'll be watching 523, and then comes the 525 to 527 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, as in the volatility of the 15-minute and 30-minute, they're really close to the midpoint and red, and in the bigger picture, it is holding up, and it needs to stay green and push higher to start pulling up those lower time frames as well and continue this staircase effect. That's going to be crucial and critical. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.